Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to another Smite commentary. This time around I am playing Rama in Arena. Rama is actually one of my favorite hunters and he is pretty much late game focused. He has a lot in his kit. He can shoot through walls, which is very powerful. Shoot multiple enemies at the same time, which is also very powerful. With his one activated, of course. You can only hit 5 after each other. Then you have to charge up your passive again, but it can be very powerful. Good steroid on his 2. A good roll. His roll is actually one of the... I think it's the lowest cooldown escape ability on any hunter. Because this one lowers on cooldown if you level it up. That's also why you should level it up after your second ability. Because that way you will have a cripple that lasts a lot longer, does more damage, and also has a lower cooldown, which is very powerful. Getting that buff, of course, and let's continue this engagement. We are out cleared by the enemy, but doesn't matter too much. But enemy Red Tusker is actually going in very aggressively, but he is able to escape with his dash, trying to get that Bellona, and not enough damage. Bellona very tanky, very versatile in this early game. With her passive giving her additional movement speed and additional protection. She's very hard to lock down in the early stages of the game. Definitely something difficult to deal with. They do have a good team. They have 3 physicals, so I'll definitely pick up that Equival second item. I like to get it second because it gives you a good amount of power, gives you some penetration, good amount of attack speed for that early game, allowing you to do a lot of damage from the get-go. With that power boots, of course, also helping out with my ultimate and my basic attacks, just doing more damage with them. I don't really like the attack speed boots. I don't think there are a lot of gods that benefit a lot from it. And power boots are just a lot better. They are engaging, hard committing. Zeus is ignoring me and able to pick up him through the walls. Going into my ultimate. Hitting 1, hitting 2. And hitting the last shot, finishing off the Apollo. Double kill already to start with. Beautiful. Hitting all my shots on my ultimate. It doesn't help. It doesn't happen too much. Actually give the movement speed. And unfortunately I actually lost hit that one. Was a bit unfortunate. It wasn't my intention. I wanted to deal enough damage so she only have to hit it once. But you'll probably think something else. I was probably going to kill her still. Well, it happened. Nothing a whole lot I can do about it now, but try and make something happen with the gold. I do have my Equival finished at this point, so that will help out a lot. As you can see, already doing a good amount of damage to those minions. But you will notice I'll also do a lot of damage on the god. Accidentally leveled my 1 instead of my 3. Not too much of an issue. My 1 will deal a bit more damage. But I'd like to get more points in my 3. Apollo taking a huge amount of damage, not returning any of it to us. So definitely a trade in our favor. Missing those 2 shots. A bit unfortunate, but that's alright. Still wants to box me. Still missing all the shots. I didn't have any astral arrows left to provide a cripple, but I also missed my abilities. So, well, not my ability, my auto attack. Red Tusker being a bit too fast. Can't really chase him down. The Zeus seems slowed, but I'm not able to chase him down. So we actually got nobody out of that engagement. Using the rollback, preventing the bludgeon from happening. Something that's very useful to use your dash for. Pretty easy to secure. Tina going in, actually missing the taunt. A bit unfortunate. Nice juke from the Apollo. Beautiful team combination from the enemy. Picking up 3 of my team almost instantaneously. I could go for the Zeus. At this point I'm out of mana. I'm chased by 4, except for the Zeus of course, because he was too low. So I just need to try and wiggle my way out of it. Walking towards the base is a bit what I expected, so I'll try just to move a bit for my team to have enough time to get and help me. And they are able to help me. I barely get out with any mana and health. Just walking towards my base. And we are able to pick up the enemy Bellona as well, so that worked out great. Buying enough time for my team to rotate. At this point I am defending the portal though, because you don't want to get any minions through. Red Tusker being very low though. Didn't really notice it, but Athena is able to pick him up, so I don't have to use my ultimate. Just trying to focus down this Zeus, missing a few of my shots, unfortunately enough, and now focusing on the Bellona. But like I said, Bellona very hard to deal with. With that passive, especially against auto attacks, not as effective. I will go for that mana buff. In the early game my mana pool is so low that additional mana will help me a bit more, I think, than the attack speed or the power buff. Will also help out a good amount, but this time I'm out of mana. And nice dash, also beautiful counter ultimate, and she is able to pick me up with the bludgeon. I activate my sprint, tried to dodge it, didn't have enough mana to dodge away. Bit unfortunate. Nice dash from that Amaterasu, was able to ensure us getting that Ratatoskr. And Zeus is actually lazy backing. I definitely won't let him get away with that. And as you can see, hitting every shot, killing him almost instantly. I am with Amaterasu, so I'm not too afraid. Nice damage. Actually nice mirror damage from her too, hitting that at the very edge. And I am able to finish doing that last blow. I didn't think she was able to hit me in time. Bludgeon missing. Actually make sure I'm safe. I do need to retreat. I saw the Rajan. I need to go into the air. I deal some damage in return to him. But he is going in his ultimate. I can't burst him down. I can't help the Amaterasu too much at this point. Arachne is keeping the portal safe, so that's just great for us. If she didn't stop the minions, that would definitely have been a swing of maybe 20 points in their favor. So definitely well done by her, defending the portal. But she is a bit salty at this point. As you can see, she's calling us idiots. And if something is annoying to me, then it's someone that's pretty angry early on. I know I got one kill that she probably should have gotten, but still there's no reason to be angry about it the entire time. Also a bit questionable play with us on the right lane and the minions getting through the portal. But we're in the early game, we are only down by a few points. And I do have my chins online now. I'm 5-1, so definitely a lot going on for me. Blown is actually following me, so I can't really go for it. Again, missing a crucial bludgeon. A Ratatoskr is in the air, I saw the tree. I'm not sure why I didn't use the Aegis. I should definitely have used my Aegis. If I used my Aegis at that time, I definitely would have been able to survive. Nice Zeus bounce, able to pick up our Kokolkan. Barely not killing the Arachne, but still a bit unfortunate for us. We do have the unit, so we can try and get it through, but already being at well, just 50% of his health, not even passing the halfway point, definitely won't happen. Something you can use to dodge the Zeus. Actually, Dash missed on me, so I can engage on them, do a good amount of damage, but Zeus just burst me quickly. Rajan in his ultimate, actually missing 3 of his shots already, and he's not able to pick me up. That's just great. His ultimate is down for the count. Wasn't able to use it effectively. I'm not sure if he used his other shot. They are low. Zeus is very low. Tried picking up and just barely through that shot. That's a bit unfortunate. If I hit every single one of my shots, definitely would have been able to pick him up. But that's a bit unfortunate. You can't really always hit all your ultimates unless you're... I think it was Snoopy. Snoopy's very good pro player with the Rama. But it's very difficult to hit every single shot every single time. Especially if someone expects it, then you can wiggle out of it. I'll just head back, get that Aussie. Additional attack speed, penetration, lifesteal. Especially the lifesteal is very powerful when I'm low health. Providing me that additional sustain that can actually help me survive any burst damage. Rowan is going for me though, not too sure. Doing good work on the Apollo. I don't have any ultimates, we aren't all here, so I can't really engage too hard. Especially with the Zeus being about full health. But still, doing a good amount of damage. Don't want to get any minion through, so that's alright. My 3 is now maxed out, so that has a short cooldown. I think it's about 6 to 8 seconds, I'm not entirely sure. But that will definitely... Actually, I could have seen it if I just paid more attention. Oh well, I'll probably use it pretty soon. Then I can tell you what the amount of time on the dash is. Huge amount of damage on that 2 from the Rajin. Probably one of the more powerful. It's an 8-second cooldown. Okay, so I'll pay attention this time. Ratatoskr is able to get away though, so that's a bit unfortunate, but it's Ratatoskr. If he doesn't get crippled or CC'd out of his dash, and he plays it good enough, he's able to get away pretty safely. I will be going for that Hastened Fatalis this game. With the build I have now, I have a lot of damage, so the only real issue is keeping up with enemies to ensure every single auto attack I can do hits. And that Hastened Fatalis will help out a lot with it. They are engaging, hard committing, actually crippling out the Ratatoskr, not able to dash away. Again, they're ignoring me, doing good work on the Apollo, picking him up. Nice Amaterasu stun with the ultimate, picking him up as well. I saw the Zeus on the left side, he's probably trying to back. Yes, he is, and I'm able to pick him up as well, so that's a triple kill. My team isn't able to pick up the Bellona, but definitely a good engagement, picking up 3 kills for me, so that definitely worked out great for me. I will be able to pick up that Hastened Fatalis now, and that will definitely be in my favor a lot. I am able to kite every single one of them pretty easy now, so that is a very big advantage at this point. Especially with my attack speed, it's at 2.27 with the attack speed buff, of course, but still, there's a huge amount of attack speed without my steroids. My steroid will just cap it at 2.5. I shouldn't use it too much, because that way I'll just waste a lot of my mana, and they will notice. It will give me a vibe that I want to try and burst them, even though I can basically hit them with the same amount of speed when I'm not using it. 2.13, so that's a lot. Something you can use if you're against a Zeus. If you're close to a pillar, you can get behind the pillar so the chain lightning won't bounce from his shield. And Apollo is trying to fight me. Nice disarm from the Bellona. Definitely not going to do anything about that, but I am able to do a huge amount of return damage to the Bellona, but she is very tanky, and Zeus is very in the front line. Not able to burst me down, but I'm able to burst him down. With that capped out attack speed, I'm able to burst him very quickly. But my team is picked up by the Ratatoskr. He's going very deep for that double kill. And I am trying to go in for nice taunt, actually hitting the cripple shot as well. And we are able to pick up Ratatoskr. Bellona very low and is picked up as well. Rajin actually used his escape. Beautiful Aegis and beats as well. He was also slowed by the weakening curse from our Amaterasu as well as my Astral arrows. Everyone has returned though, we do need to be careful. Beautiful Kukulkan ultimate. Accidentally crippling the Ratatoskr as well. And now I'm chasing down the Zeus. Very much, a lot of damage. Nice Aegis though, saving his life. They have a lot of Aegises on their team. And I'm definitely forcing out a lot of them as well. So it's definitely a good pickup. I did retreat at this point because even though our unit was close to their portal, they are all back up. And since we were not really grouped up as much, I didn't feel like fighting that at all. I am fully built at this point. The penetration will help out against any defense they have. Ratatoskr can take a huge amount of damage going into the air. Actually hitting both of my shots, trying to hit Apollo, but barely missing him because he dashed away. Nicely done. And getting that double kill. I'm 12 in 2 at this point. I'm fed balls to the walls. I have my entire build done. It's actually a very cheap build as well. Probably one thing I could have swapped out is the Ikaval. I didn't do that, but since I'm also fighting a few physicals, it's not too much of an issue. And with that Hastened Fatalis, I can engage a lot faster, doing a huge amount of damage on enemy Rajin, able to pick him up with that last auto, focusing the Zeus, able to sneak a shot in between. Nice Amaterasu stun, and he is picked up by that Arachne. So beautiful done, and nice stun from the Arachne picked up as well. I used the sprint to try to help our Amaterasu get away from the Ratatoskr, but fortunately I got picked up, but we picked him up as well. At this point I have a lot of attack speed, as you can see. Just attacking this thing, can just kite it with that Hastened Fatalis. I'm not too afraid. I do have my dash still up and my Aegis. I'm not even sure if I used my Aegis yet, but that's alright. At this point I can just attack, and it hasn't even reached halfway mark. Just getting that attack speed buff will help out, not a huge bunch, but it will increase the damage on my auto attacks a good amount. And also a bit more attack speed, but since I'm already at the cap, for the attack speed it's not as important. They did pick up some defense at this point, not a whole bunch. It won't help at all anymore, because my through damage. Well, it's not really through damage, but with my Titan's Bane and my chins and my build overall, I'll be able to burst them down very quickly. Nice taunt from the Athena, nice silence, and we're able to pick him up as well, chasing down the Apollo. I used my dash aggressively, he used his sprint, one shot barely enough to kill him, not able to pick him up. That's a bit unfortunate. Nice Kukulkan ultimate, even though he did die. I am going into the air, one shot, two shot, actually hitting every single shot on my ultimate, beautiful. Hitting that at the very edge of that last shot on the Ratatoska. As you saw, about 900 damage with only 2 shots from that ultimate. Just great. And at this point I can kite the Raijin ultimate as well, picking him up. Huge amount of damage, I can just run down like a maniac, kill them all. Aegis forced by on the Ratatoska. Bellona is body blocking very well, but a nice taunt from the Athena and my astral arrows picked up. Another Aegis forced. I should not have used my 2 at this point. Because of it, I didn't have my dash. And if I had my dash, I probably could have survived against the Ratatoska, but he was able to pick me up with the dash. So a bit unfortunate on that part, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm 19-3, so I'm able to run down every single one of them at this point. I'm not too afraid, especially with an Athena and an Amaterasu helping me. And also the Arachne and Kukulkan from a distance. But in the front line there are Athena and Amaterasu as well. Arachne at some points, of course, but we are so much ahead at this point. We started off a bit rough in the early game, but at this time we are ahead by a lot. We are 80 points ahead. I am thinking about sprinting. Amaterasu gets ulted by Athena. I use my sprint, engaging as hard as I can. As you can see, huge amount of damage on the Raijin as well. He's trying to dash, but the little delay on the dash, it's not enough. Trying to burst down the Ratatoska, not enough through the wall, and he gets out safely. At this point, Apollo is picked up by the Arachne, only 1 kill left to go, doing a huge amount of damage on the Bellona, but Kukulkan is able to pick up the Bellona. Nice Aegis from Raijin as well. We are able to pick up 20-3. I have 20 of the 41 kills. That's just nuts. That's a huge amount of kills. Also was assist. I had 13 assists, so I was part of a lot of the kills on our team. Definitely worked out great for us. And if you have actually mastery 7 as well, that's just great. As you see, the damage, 54k damage, that's just nuts. A lot more than the other members of my team. Because of that build I got, I just did a huge amount of damage. I didn't have an awful lot to counter me with it as well. My build was just basically, I have a lot of attack speed, I have chins, I burst you down. Doesn't matter if you have defense or not. Bellona had a little bit of defense, definitely not enough to save her. I didn't need to get any beats, and that's because the only real good CC they have to lock me down was the Raijin ultimate, and he didn't use it as much as his CCs, and he also missed a good amount of shots on me as well. So that didn't work out too great for him. I did pick up Aegis. I'm not even sure if I used it. Probably should have used in a few situations. At the point where I was fighting the Ratatoska, maybe there. But I figured I could maybe outbox him. Didn't work. Bit unfortunate, but that doesn't matter. This was just a great game. I was able to get ahead early on, getting those chins online, and with the Hastened Fatalis after that, it was just running down the enemies, just nuts. A huge amount of damage. It's just insane what you can do with a Ram. Also hitting a good amount of my ultimates, just great feeling when you hit those snipes, especially the last hits on those ultimates are just the best feeling. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.